Situation, problem, implication, and need payoff. So, hi guys, this is Nilesh Jain, and after a long time, I'm coming up with the series of book summary series, which is so this time I am coming up with the book called Spin Selling. So, today we are going to discuss the chapter one of this particular book. This is a little bit of intro about this particular book of spin selling. As I started with this, S stand for situation, P stand for problem, I stand for implication, and N stand for need payoff. So we are going to discuss all those four things in particular book. This is a something, I'm not sure how many pages in this book. Let's check. 250, somewhere 250 pages book we are going to discuss. It is mostly for sales. This book is coming out from 35,000 research call. So Neil Recommend is the author of this particular book. So we are going to discuss the chapter one, and the preface is, you can go and check that out. Preface is not something. Salespeople have become more sophisticated, customers have changed, large sales are different. So this pro book is for the people who wants to master the sales. How, what kind of questions should we have to ask, how to handle the objection, what is the next question I have to ask if someone is give any kind of objection. All those three kind of things, limited things, that is showing in this particular book, because author researched 35,000 questions. So let's get started with the chapter 1. The chapter 1 name is the Hood Weight Research. So before we start, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are watching me for the first time. I am coming up with the more and more book summaries, interview shows, and so many things on my channel. So please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. So the Hood Weight Research, if it is visible to you, this is the chapter name, the Hood Weight Research. This chapter is normally just introduction part, and not so many things in that chapter have we have, but author is discussing with someone while he was traveling, and he find that major sale which required a number of calls to take the business demand an entirely different selling, because at the time of traveling he found some other person, and that next person is sharing like he had asked, you have to ask a practical question if you want to get sales, and that's where author minds open like, ha, yes, right, I have to ask a practical question. And this chapter is also talking about the biggest mistake that they did in their life. The biggest mistake that they did is mostly the people who is sharing the secret. Like most of the time what we think is like, if someone is sharing some secret, X secret, Y secret, Z secret for their business, the success, but mostly this is not the true. They become better naturally, and all good performers do things naturally. And here there is a specific frankly advice is given by author, and which is I am reading for you. Don't trust what performers tell you. Don't trust what performer tell you. Our research experience indicate that there's a great difference between what effective salespeople say they do and what we actually observe from going out with them. So, if you understand this particular advice, what author is mentioning, like, don't only focus what X person or X salesman is sharing about from their experience. Go and watch them in action. Like, what is the action they are taking? What kind of steps they are taking? And that's where you are getting the real result. And there is one case study also given by so author, and this case study is related to custom officer. Ca- Author is tried to talk with custom officer, and he connect with the 23 customers of officer and ask them like, how did you catch all those smugglers, how did you catch all those smugglers? And customer of everyone is mentioned like, by seeing their guilt in their eye, but in reality this is not the truth. The reality, when the author find reality, the reality is that they catch smuggler because of their some body issue, like they have some kind of tight neck or some muscle, different things in their muscles, and that's the why they catch the smuggler. And so according to, if you see the pattern, what just example is given by author is like, if you want to learn from somebody, don't just learn, see them in action. See them in action, don't try to learn, discuss with interviews. Then there's a 5 points self study performance. There's a 5 points shared by author in this first chapter, which is 5 pointer is: number one is choose your behavior. Like, choose your behavior. It might be beating your feast on customers desk. Like, what kind of behavior you are going to follow for your sales call. This is what the step point one. Second point is, what sales call count, how often their behavior occur. Like, you can watch the sales call. If you have any sales call in the past, you can watch, like, and see their behavior, see other person behavior. That means go with the salesman. You can also go with the salesman on actual sales call and notice their behavior. What is the behavior they are doing? Are they fixed on feast beating or something else? See this pattern. Third pointer is divide all calls in successful and unsuccessful. What does that mean? By according to this particular situation, it, by listening this thing, it feels simple, but it in reality it is not. So divide call in successful and unsuccessful. We are going to discuss in depth in next upcoming chapters in this book. But in terms of some positive way of growth, in-depth discussion like how this call is successful or not. Fourth point is analyze the frequency difference. Like, what is the frequency difference it is? Like, see the frequency of feast beating. Feast beating is something like what kind of behavior they have, how they are doing it. And if the feast beating is equal, that means call is not successful or not, either successful or unsuccessful. But if it is too much, feast beating is too much, then call is unsuccessful. So this is the 4 pointers that is shared in this particular chapter, and all these 4 pointers are helping you to become close, learn closing technique, to learn probably probing method, which is means of asking the right question. And this is book is completely depend on asking the right question, like what kind of question should I have to ask, and all objection handling and new types of benefit. So this is a quick short summary from the chapter 1, and I hope you get value from this particular video on speaking selling book. And in upcoming chapter we are going to discuss what are the skills which makes one call more successful than other. If you want to become successful in sales call or in sales call, the what is the most important skill that is required, that is we are going to discuss in upcoming chapters. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon, whether you are selling professional, selling complex product and everything. So that's it from this particular chapter, and I hope you get some ideas, some goosebump for your business that you can apply to get more sales into your business. So that's it from my end. Till then, Nilesh is signing off. Have a great day. Bye bye.